Hey there. So tonight we are going to be talking about Scream Factory's June announcements, and welcome to the Call to Cinema. Thank you to all my all the cult members out here that come on a daily basis. Thank you to all my patrons, and a special thank you to all of you that just make this super special and easy to do. Hopefully, we'll see some people here tonight. But so far, hey Weldon, welcome. You're the first person here. Hey Chris. Tonight we're going to be talking about the June announcements. So some of you guys looked at it. Hey George. So let's go through the three of them. Hey Emily, welcome, man. I haven't seen you in a while. Hey KP. I know, Michelle, I knew you'd be excited about 13 Ghosts. Oh, Death Bomb. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at all of them. Let's do them. I'm going to open up my pictures here for them. So let's start with, I guess, kind of the thing that actually surprised me is that we're going into a fifth volume of Universal Horror. I have not picked up one of these yet, though Brian tells me that volumes 1 and 2 are the bomb, especially volume 1. Hey Frank, how's it going, man? So volume 5, and it definitely gets my interest. So we got The Monster and the Girl, Captive Wild Woman, Jungle Woman, and Jungle Captive. I can kind of see that they may be going kind of like a long-term series with these Universals sets. So I got to start buying these. I really do, especially now that they got something as cheesy as like The Monster and the Girl there. I know I got to have this. Definitely one that I'm very interested in. Now, one that excites me, and so far I think I'm the only person that's been really excited about this one. But there's this little horror film that didn't make a lot of waves when it came out, and it kind of went straight to like pretty much to Walmart and then to the dollar bin, which is where a lot of people saw it at. And that's The Hills Run Red. The first is supposed to be the best, Emily, so far, but I want them all. The Hills Run Red is this really cool kind of like little slasher film with the character, I'll call him Babyface. Not sure if that's what they call him there or not, but he has this like baby doll mask that he wears, and I really liked it. I actually have an old DVD copy of it, which is in desperate need of an upgrade. A guy that I used to work with back in St. John's had like a custom made baby face mask, so was really excited to see how that goes. Can you guys hear me okay? Because you guys are so quiet. Especially when we're starting off on a Scream Factory announcement video. That it kind of freaks me out a bit. So everybody's still there, and everybody with the ability to talk? Because I'm... Hey Skoda, you never saw it? Oh, I think you'd like it. You like slashers, right? So Hills Run Red is it's a cool little slasher, bit of gore. It's a lower budget film, but definitely one that you'll like. Hello, Jacob. Scream Factory's your favorite distribution company? They're getting there for me, but they're not there yet. Now, next up, because we'll go through them, and then we'll go talk about them again, is 13 Ghosts. I don't know, Michelle, she's not a fan. But 13 Ghosts has probably, it has the best cover out of all. What's my favorite distribution company? I don't know at this point. I do like Scream Factory, but it's probably a toss-up between Vinegar Syndrome and Severin. Yeah, the cover is amazing. I gotta agree. This is probably the best looking one. Hey, Alan. So of all the covers that we're going to see here tonight. And if you don't have it yet, House on Haunted Hill, definitely a really good companion piece for 13 Ghosts. That's the bomb as well. You need to have that one too. And 13 Ghosts has some really wicked cool stuff in there. And the one that made my oldest happiest, because this is one of her favorite films. Right, Jacob. Tales from the Dark Side. She's a huge Tales from the Dark Side fan. She has a complete TV series. I'm pretty sure that she's gonna order this with the right from Shout Factory. So because she'll want the poster, she would definitely want the poster for this. Is it? Yeah, it's a remake of 13 Ghosts, of the original. That. So if you got the Indicator, like William Castle one, this is actually a really cool remake. Is it? Is it Jamie Kennedy? Is it Jamie Kennedy? I'm trying to remember now. Or am I getting mixed up? Is it Matthew Lillard and I'm getting mixed up Jamie Kennedy? I know one of them's in it. Lillard. Okay, great. Lillard is an amazing actor, by the way, and should have been brought back in the Scream series, because we got a taste of Lillard in the background of Scream 2. Possibilities. You know, he came back, so there's always a possibility. They're doing Scream 5, so they can do that. Don't reboot Scream, just go on from Scream 5. The Rat movie. Tales from the Dark Side, the Rat movie. And there's Orca the Killer Whale. Now, Orca is, again, special to me because I remember it from my youth. And it's filmed off the coast of, well, I guess of Newfoundland, actually. Did I say Willard somewhere? Oh, Lillard. So Orca was filmed around between like Nova Scotia and Newfoundland. So Hills Run Red, I like Hills Run Red a lot. I think it's a really good movie. Ragman. That's, out of all the ones here, I was most excited about Hills Run Red. Because I'll get all of these releases, like hands down. 5 announced, there isn't one that I don't want. I'm definitely grabbing 13 Ghosts. Tales from Dark Side is a must, absolute must for me. Hills Run Red, immediately. I hope they put features on it. I hope there's more features on it. I was going to look for my Hills Run Red copy here. I was actually going to do like a collection video first with this, but when I did my MGM video, viewership was really slow on it. So I kind of had a feeling that maybe people were getting tired of the collection stuff. So that's why there's not a collection video tonight. Just, full disclosure. So I decided to talk about something instead. But it came at a good night. But yeah, out of all of them there, I mean, there's nothing there that I don't like. There is nothing there that I do not like. But the top 3 are Hills Run Red, 13 Ghosts, and Tales from the Dark Side. I do have the TV show Tales from the Dark Side, Ragman. This is the movie, though. There's a theatrical film. A lot of people consider, if you like the Creepshow movies that came out, like the first 2, we're not going to get into Creepshow 3 territory right now. But the first 2 Creepshows were actually made by the real people that did Creepshow. Well, Tales from the Dark Side has often been considered the actual first Creepshow TV series. Not the new one. Like the new one that's coming out now, yeah, that's Creepshow, it's its own thing. But people often consider, because it had Romero behind it, that's Stephen King working on it, you had like Tom Savini. A lot of people consider Tales from the Dark Side the original Creepshow TV series. And with that being said, a lot of people consider Tales from the Dark Side the actual real Creepshow 3. So if you got Creepshow 1 and Creepshow 2 in your collection, you're going to want the original Creepshow 3, the real Creepshow 3, not the fake one, but Tales from the Dark Side, which has an amazing cast, including a really cool wraparound with Debbie Harry. Darkside was really good, especially the episode of Lucy. And I think the creature for that was done by Tom Savini as well. And it's probably the most recognizable creature from Creepshow. Oh, sorry, from Tales from Dark Side. Is the little character from Lucy. Remember that episode? The kind of white skin, the one in the wall. Really cool episode. Super exciting, stoked stuff. And you guys are so quiet tonight. Maybe this will be like a really quick video. Maybe this will be a mini video. You never got, oh, Michelle, you got to check it out. And that's usually fairly cheap to get too, Creepshow the series. I mean, usually I get it at Walmart, I think, back for like $30. And for the whole series, I mean, like 4 or 5 seasons, I think. How long did that show last? Tales from the Darkside. I should know this because I got it here. 4 seasons. Went from 1983 to 1988. Had a great opener. First episode was done by was done by George Romero, and I think it was called like was it Trick or Treat? Was the first one? Hey Dave, welcome. Are you excited about the announcements from Scream Factory? Let me get my Tales from Darkside, because I gotta watch it soon anyway. So let me grab it. Mainstream horror movies, because you like quality films. Well, a lot of non-mainstream horror stuff is like is quality films. Thank you, Alan. So what did Show Factory now? Oh, you didn't. Oh, dude. So the announcements are Orca the Killer Whale, which I'm going to want. Tales from the Darkside, the movie, Collector's Edition. 13 Ghost Collector's Edition. And the cover is friggin' awesome. The Hills Run Red. I'm so excited to see this one make it to Blu-ray finally. And Universal Horror Collection Volume 5, so that's going to a 5th volume. Thank you, George. Hopefully I'll be able to do another collection video very, very soon. Great stuff, PlayStation. Well, give me a second, I'll be right back. I haven't got a Devil from Massacre video. Because my birthday's coming up and funds are tight, I haven't been able to buy anything recently. So that's the truth of the matter. I do have something coming here from a viewer, from you, for my birthday, so I'll be unboxing that. But a viewer like you. So I'll be right back. I am back. I don't know. I would not be able to get rid of like a snapper case, Michelle. I kind of dig the snapper cases. Like, yeah, they're not the greatest, but hey, Ricky, welcome, man, and 4K too. Are you guys excited about Scream Factory announcements? So this is the series, guys. Like, this is Tales from the Darkside. All 4 seasons are here. So, who asked like how many seasons? So there's 4 seasons altogether. The character that you're seeing on the front there is Lucy, in a very good episode. You hate snappers? I think everybody did originally. Hate snappers, Sculder. But they're getting a nostalgia comeback now, I think. From me anyway. So it's pretty standard stuff from like from a company. So you can actually take the disc out like that, and you can see the episode titles for every one here. Yeah, Trick or Treat was the first one. I'm trying to think of ones that really stood out. Oh, Word Processor of the Gods, which is a favorite Stephen King short story of mine. I think it stars Harry Anderson, actually, the late Harry Anderson. He passed away, right? The guy from Night Court. I'm pretty sure it's him. Like that's in Word Processor of the Gods. I had to rewatch it, and I really should actually. I really should start watching these again. This actually is region one, is region A, I think. Yes, region one because it's DVD, so region one. If it was Blu-ray, it'd be region A. But I'm sure it's probably out there. Now, there's not a lot of features on the set. There's like a commentary from George Romero for the first episode, On Air with George Romero featurette, a bonus episode from production company that brought you, Tales from the Darkside called Akbar's Daughter and Attic Suite, so 2 episodes. So this is Tales from the Darkside. So Ricky, they're like Scream Factory is putting out the movie, the Blu-ray release of Tales from the Darkside, the film. Exactly. The real Creepshow 3. I apologize. I've had a little bit of issues with my sound lately too, which is why my last video was a super chat, because I'm worried about my microphone. But this one here is a 12-disc set. Well, for $20. That's good. I paid $30 for mine. It's on the movie collector's edition. I think we will. That's something I'm pretty sure that we'll eventually get. For a while, it took Twilight Zone, the movie, a while to come out because of what happened. The tragedy behind it. An accident. But finally, it did eventually come out. Came out on DVD, and then came out on Blu-ray. And it was like a pretty bare bones Blu-ray. And you can see it around like your local Zellers or Superstore every once in a while. Well, here. But nowadays, I don't see Twilight Zone around as much. So hopefully that's because they're going to put out another one. I eventually want all those big anthology films, and even the littler anthology films to come out. Maybe not the one that I got over there, what's it called? Death Foretold. They can forget that one. The Mummy segment with Steve Buscemi. That's lot something, right? Lot 41 or lot? It's based on a what's that? Arthur Conan Doyle story? Because it's not like Stephen King. It's like, I think it's Arthur Conan Doyle or something like that. Anyways, but that is a really good story. That one has Steve Buscemi and Christian Slater. It's been a while since I've seen these, but I really enjoyed that film. But for me, like Debbie Harry steals it with her like kind of her evil like Hansel and Gretel witch type character. And of course that's one of the Lawrence brothers, I think. I love Scream Time. Thank you for mentioning Scream Time. If it's the one I'm thinking about, here's the easiest way to tell you: Punch and Judy segment, right? That's Scream Time. I don't have Invaders from Mars. I do have the remake though from Scream Factory. Hey, Cubic Clover. So yeah, if Scream Time is the one with the cover that like literally apparently has nothing to do with the movie, but it has a Punch and Judy segment in it, then yes, I really, really want to see that get a Blu-ray release, because I saw that one on VHS, and I actually owned the VHS for the longest time, and it broke, but so I haven't gotten to see it like since then. Yeah, that's definitely the one, because it's one of the segments starts off with this guy, like with doing like a Punch and Judy thing on the beach. It's a British one actually. Scream Time's a British one. Yeah, that one's a lot of fun, but it's not out, Michelle. As far as I know, I don't even think it's got a DVD release. Now, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe it got one somewhere. But as far as I know, didn't that one just get a VHS release and like never went any farther than that? There's so many movies when you think about it that haven't got DVD releases, let alone like Blu-ray releases. So it's always good when you find something like when you hear like a company like Scream Factory or Vinegar Syndrome or Severin are putting out something that's never been released before. The Al Absence, that's a perfect example. There's a bunch of stuff on that set that's never been on DVD before either, let alone Blu-ray. Punch and Judy Guess and Bewitched TV. I don't know actually. Punch and Judy like are the two like puppet characters that they're big in like English in culture. The Willies would be cool too. Movies never on disc. I'd have to research it a bit. I would have to research movies never on disc to like in order to do that one. But it is a great idea for a video. And I'm sure there's people that have done it, but I'll do it with my own spin on it. And you guys can tell me which ones you like offhand right now. What movie would you most like to see come out? Like if you could get a collector's edition of any movie, of any one movie. Campfire. I love Campfire Tales. Brad Dourif? Is Brad Dourif in that one? I kind of feel like Brad Dourif is a small part in Campfire Tales. The Hitcher. Okay. So that's two there. Eric wants the Hitcher. I think a lot of people want the Hitcher on Blu-ray. Campfire Tales. I know me and Michelle want that one. The Night Flyer from Weldon. I was a teenage werewolf. I can see that one happening. I've heard that there's been some movement on that actually. Emily, you're not going to believe this, but tonight I was just talking to my better half about the Ilsa quadrology because there's 4 Ilsa films, and the 4th one's never been put. Like because they put it in an Ilsa set, but they only put it in the trilogy. Yeah, that's the thing. They only put it in the trilogy, but there's Tigress of Siberia, which is the 4th one. It was shot here in Canada actually. Ivan Reitman was attached to it. Not joking, he was. But that's the thing. That's what needs to set up the Ilsa quadrology, not Frozen's Ilsa. No, the Nazi exploitation Ilsa, Diane Thorne, who I was very much in love with as a kid. I had weird crushes. I can see it, Deathbound. If I missed one of your messages before, I do apologize. Because I don't have my thing open up here, and like it was, well, I do have it open up now. Things were flying by pretty quick. Trick or Treat. She did pass away last month, so that's why I think it's the perfect time. It's a shame that they couldn't have done it before to get like more interviews and more, maybe even commentaries with her. But I still would love to see an Ilsa set. Tremors needs a collector's edition more than anything. Just the first one? Or do you want like the one set? Because there's like a whole bunch of them now. Like there's a lot of Tremors like movies out there. Some are good. Some are straight to DVD. Blood Salvage. John Saxon. Well, anything Saxon's good. Anchor Bay box set of Ilsa. See, even that one is missing the 4th one. And that's what you need, all 4 of them. Only really like the first 3, the Tremors ones. So, the TV series isn't bad for what it was. They tried. Like the original TV series. I didn't get to see the pilot of the other one. See, Tremors almost seems like it's a given though. Like when somebody says Ilsa or somebody says like Scream Time or Campfire Tales, those are harder reaches. Like I know eventually we're going to get a Tremor set. That's a given. It's a newer one. There's still lots of people around it that worked on it. But as for the other stuff, those are harder gets. Vinegar Syndrome, please release the Ilsa films and the Night Eyes films. Am I the only one that like those? I'm gonna I'm gonna do that thing like they do on TV where you kind of like pause and you talk to the audience type thing. So, anybody here that actually liked the Night Eyes body chemistry films, aside from me, please speak up. Yeah, they said the same thing. I know they said no on Tremors, on the Tremor series, but they said the same thing about Psycho 4 as well, Michelle. I think what's your complete RoboCop set? Dave, Scream Factory, put it the 3 of them. But of course, no, they don't have like the Dark Justice ones. Is it Dark Justice? Or the TV series that came out here in Canada. But those had limited releases at one point. I think I got some of those TV films. I actually like the TV films for RoboCop better than some of the sequels. I think the only thing stopping Scream Factory from releasing Friday the 13th collection is basically the rights issue right now. Hey, Jared, welcome, man. I think they want to. It's just all a matter of getting the rights straightened away because of the lawsuit going on. What is Night Eyes? Well, for anybody that doesn't know the series, Andrew Stevens is a director, actor, director that ended up doing a lot of the movies that would go to Cinemax, or Skinemax as we call it. So in the Night Eyes series, he plays a guy. Well, in the first one, he plays this guy that comes home to work for his brother's security agency, where basically they set up cameras in like security cameras, people's houses, and then they're basically like kind of security guards outside of like this like famous house. Obviously, something happens, and like he's watching, and he ends up like trying to help the girl that's in there, because like there's either an ex or somebody's attacked her, is being threatened by someone, and that ends up being a romantic relationship, and it often never goes right for Andrew Stevens. He gets caught on the wrong end of the gun sometimes, and even gets accused of murder. So there's 4 films. The first 3 star Andrew Stevens. In the 4th one, it stars Jeff Trachta, was a soap opera actor that acted in a show called Bold and the Beautiful, which I don't know a lot about, but I've seen like a few episodes of it. But he starred in that. They didn't go past the 4th one. That is Night Eyes. And it has Shannon Tweed and her twin sister. I'm not twin sister, and her sister's Tracy in there as well. 13 Ghosts is an amazing slip, Michael. You already pre-ordered the Tales from Darkside for Amazon? I think my daughter is going to order it from Shout just to get that poster. Because I think she has I gave her the Dolls poster, so I can see her grabbing that one as well. But Bonanza Reunion movie collection. There's also like a short-lived series called Pandarosa, which was kind of like a spin-off series from Bonanza. I think used some of the sons of the actors from the original series. I don't think it went long. I think it was like a short-lived series, but it will be neat to see that one come out too. It's nice to see some love for Tales from the Darkside. Blood Salvage. I need to see Blood Salvage. Outer Limits. The original series, Carlito, is on Blu-ray from Kino Lorber. But if you're talking about the 90s Canadian series, Outer Limits, then there's been some DVD releases throughout. Often, especially in America, they're cut because originally when they were shot, there was nudity and stuff in some of their limits episodes. And when they did the European releases, you would see the nudity. And here over in Canada, you would as well. I know that some of our Canadian releases had the nudity included, but some of the American releases didn't. So you can still get them, but like just be careful which ones you get, because some are cut. But if you only ever seen the broadcast versions of it, it's not going to matter to you anyway. But me, it would piss me off, because I watched them here in Canada, and they did have nudity and stuff intact. Expect Gothica, Ghost Ship, and House of Wax. I think so too, because basically if they're getting those other films, we saw House on Haunted Hill, we're now seeing 13 Ghosts, and I'm down for all 3 of those. Look what other stuff we put out by them. I did actually. I did Ragman. I did mention at the beginning, Universe Horse, because I really want it, because it's such a cool, fun, cheesy, like ape-centric one, and that's going to be cool. The Apparition, basically, yeah, exactly. All the Dark Castle films. I'm trying to think of what other films Dark Castle put out, because I like Dark Castle. Like I thought, was Orphan Dark Castle? Or at least the 90s Dark Castle ones. Oh, House of Wax. Hold on a second. So this is still hands down one of my favorite steelbooks that I got in my entire collection. Speaking of Dark Castle, this is the House of Wax remake. I'm actually a big fan of the film. So this was a steelbook that was put out. I think this was in either Australia or something like that. Unfortunately, just plain on the inside. But I love the gorgeous look of the cover. I think this is a very sexy one. Oh, so that's okay, Ricky. The last movie was Suburbicon. So wow, so they were still like doing things up for a while. I loved House of Wax. A lot of people didn't like it. I just thought it was really fun. That is a DVD steelbook right here. I'm proud of it, actually. People like to kind of hate on that one, and the only reason a lot of people hated on House of Wax, and I'll be totally honest, like with what I think, is basically because they put in because Paris Hilton's on. Return House on Haunted Hill. I want that one as well. Michelle, you're becoming one of my favorite peoples. You have great taste. Let me go to. What's my favorite Edgar Allan Poe flick? Oh, that's a hard one. God, I don't know. I really don't actually. I'm gonna look into it though. Ooh, Edgar Allan Poe video. That'll be cool. No, Alan, that is the remake of House of Wax, where the house is literally made of wax. If you're gonna watch the remake of House of Wax and you want to double feature it, I recommend don't double feature it. Jay Bean, dude, you are okay. This is awesome. Okay, what I was gonna say, don't double feature it with the Vincent Price one. Double feature it with Tourist Trap. Thank you. Great minds think alike. You were going to say it too. Say great minds think alike. Yeah, because Tourist Trap is hands down such an underrated film. Chuck Connors is great. One of my favorites. Hey, Daz, well, what are the announcements? Tales from the Darkside, Collector's Edition. 13 Ghosts, like Dark Castle, Collector's Edition. Orca the Killer Whale. One of my favorites, big surprises, Hills Run Red. I can't believe that's getting a Blu-ray release from Scream Factory. And the 5th volume in the Universal series dealing with in the Universal Horror series. I'm peeking at just in case you wonder what I'm doing. Summer Camp Nightmares. Oh, that one, dude, 4K. I haven't seen Summer Camp Nightmares since VHS and had that cover that made it seem more horrific, more horror oriented than it was. You know what I mean? Apparently they're doing another one called Seance. Wait a minute, they did The Hills Run Red. I didn't know that. Dark Castle did The Hills Run Red. So that means, Gothica for sure. The Reaping's a possibility. Return to House on Haunted Hill. You got the VHS. Oh, man. I can't believe that I didn't know they did The Hills Run Red. But yeah, if you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. You are pumped for Princess Caribou. I think that's the one that starts in the strip club. I'm pretty sure The Hills Run Red's the one that's the strip club sequence. Like a big strip club sequence is important to the film. Why did the melting house, Michelle said melting house, and for some reason that, stopped. Paris Hilton's death is glorious. Paris Hilton has an amazing death. Shit-worthy flicks like Losers and Bullet to the Head. They did, actually. And that's a possibility as well, because remember, just because they're getting some Scream Factory stuff, am I ever going to make a Cult of Cinema Facebook group? I've actually been thinking about that, Wilden. Is anybody interested in that? Like I've thought a couple of things that I've thought. I'm trying to grow the cult of cinema uh, to the best that I can. I eventually I want to do this, like do this, like have a Facebook group. I want to do a podcast, and even work maybe towards a Discord server down the road as well. As I get more time and everything's straightened away, I want to spend a bit more time on my channel and branch it out a bit. So you're gonna see, hopefully, fingers crossed, uh, a lot more stuff, coming that way. So I'll work on a Cult Cinema Facebook group. That'll be coming in the near future. I got, I'm working my last couple months right now before I go off to Michelle. We are definitely doing a podcast together. Uh, you are going to be on it. I know that was a given. So even before I even asked you, which I've officially done now, you're it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of work, but a lot of fun. Because the Vinegar Syndrome April lineup goes live. I'm actually excited, Jay, to find out exactly what's going to happen with that Vinegar Syndrome April. We know two things so far, right? Dolly Dearest, and we know the Giallo box set. We know that, and I think it was it. I want to give credit to the right person. So Shadow, let me know that apparently there's going to be two more of those Giallo box sets coming out from Vinegar Syndrome. So this is the first of three. Dolly Dearest in April. I can't wait for Dolly Dearest. I've ever seen the Bruce Dern film Tattoo. Well, I've seen the Maud Adams film Tattoo, which also starred Bruce Dern. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Maud Adams. Octopussy. Yeah. Anyways, I was a big fan of Maud Adams. April's going to be like a big month. It's going to have the Alab set coming out. You're going to get the Giallo set coming out from Vinegar Syndrome. I actually didn't ask my mom for a film this year. I asked her for I thought of doing a stream on the concert films I own. That would be a very short stream. I don't know very many concert films at all. I haven't actually. I'm not a guy that's gone to a lot of concerts either in my life. I know a lot of my friends and my cousin especially. He went to a bunch. I remember he went to a birthday party once at his friend's house, and he had Huey Lewis and the News there. He hired them. So that was pretty rocking. Has Arrow done nothing of any really consequence? I can't think of anything that Arrow's done. I want the biggest thing that I want is I want their that Tetsu, this. It's not just Tetsu, but I want that set. That's the big Arrow set that I'm looking forward to, Michelle. Because Tetsu's insane. I want the rest of those. Oh yeah. Well, it wasn't my cousin. He went to the party and it was a surprise. Right, Huey Lewis was there. That's my better half. When she went to college, and I think it was South Carolina, and then she went to college, university. Then she went to University of New York as well. One of those universities that she went to, Billy Joel was I don't know, he's one of the guys. He went to that university she went to, so he was there. He was one of the speakers there. It was never a big deal for her, but as soon as she told me, I'm a huge Billy Joel fan. Oh yeah, Max von Sydow. Unfortunately, rest in peace, Max von Sydow. He lived a long, very interesting life. So that's good. But he's every time what kills me, guys, is these announcements usually come in threes. So I'm just waiting for the next name to drop. That's what unfortunately, have you noticed that? That's usually way two or three people at the same time. My favorite Billy Joel song. It's Just a Fantasy from the Glass Houses album, I think. It's just a fantasy. I love All for Lena. Really raw song. The Stranger, of course. I love The Stranger. And of course the classics, Still Rock and Roll Me, all that type of stuff. But if it stands out, like what Billy Joel song do I go to? It's Just a Fantasy. When they put out Tell Her About It's fantastic. See, they put out like they put out in Canada and the United States, they put out Billy Joel's greatest hits, like, oh, I love both those songs. Good Night Saigon and Vienna. But out two like compilations, Billy Joel compilations, they're almost exactly the same, except one of them has It's Just a Fancy on it, and one of them doesn't. Scenes from Town Restaurant is your go-to for Billy Joel. I have weird taste. You think anybody else like It's Just a Fantasy though? Do you remember the video for it? Where like it's Billy Joel, and it's like clean shaven Billy Joel, and he's sitting on a bed with a telephone, and he's like, he calls this girl up, and standing up beside him is, I guess, supposed to be his darker side, his darker half, and it's him, but he has like he's got a beard, and it looks really cool on him too, actually. And of course, Billy Joel was in the Oliver and Company film. Why should I worry? But that's the thing, yeah. We Didn't Start the Fire is amazing because it is a resetting of historical events. There's a reason for that, though. Billy Joel taught history. Like history was his thing. This is something that he knew well. So when he talks about those events, he's not just like randomly saying events. He's chosen those events for a reason, and he wanted the song to get like kids interested in the events and like what goes on around them. He wanted them to like the song, be curious about the lyrics, and then boasting, not at all actually, when you think about it, and then look into it. And that's one of the great things about Billy Joel, is that he does that, and a lot of his songs are story songs. They're songs that like it's pretty much where you can go to a lot of Billy Joel songs and just say, okay, oh, I'm having a tough time in my life, relationship wise, or I'm having a tough time. Oh, I'm getting older. How's that gonna? How am I gonna handle that? And there's a Billy Joel song for that. So I'm not doing good on my history exam. There's a Billy Joel song for that too. Yeah, hands down, one of my favorite like singers of all time is Billy Joel. So asking me my favorite Billy Joel song is really hard, but It's Just a Fantasy is gonna win it out. What most people don't know, because most people didn't watch it, is that I tried to branch out on this channel before. I actually did and I was going to do like album reviews. So I started with Glass Houses, and I was really proud. And I went through and I listened to Glass Houses like 27 times, and thought up like my thoughts on each of the songs. And I did a review. I'm not sure if it was very good or not, but I did a review of the Glass Houses album. That was going to be my start of my album reviews, and it got no views. Nobody watched it, so I never made another one. But just a bit of facts. Billy Joel or Elton John? I love Elton John, but Billy Joel. For me, hands down. Like I love Crocodile Rock. I liked a lot of early Elton John stuff. I don't have a big vinyl collection. I got a small one, maybe a couple hundred. I would have more, but unfortunately my record player broke. Elton John would be an amazing concert to see. And until I get a new record player, and I'm moving to Morocco, so I don't want to, like, as you know, if you've ever like sold records or been to a place that sells records. Records are so hard to transport, and it's so easy to break. So I'm worried about I'm just gonna have to pick the best of my record collection. I think I got the first the album from Miami Vice. That's definitely going with me, because I really love Miami Vice. Don't know anything about Billy Joel. Definitely worth one to not into piano rock. I'd say start with Glass Houses, like hands down. Probably start with Glass Houses. Stranger is also really good, but wrong for me, really. But I'd say start with Glass Houses. That's his most famous. But you have to understand, Glass Houses came out at during a seminal time. It came out around in my youth, and it was being played all over the place. It was so big. I remember that there was this gum, these record-shaped gums, right? And they literally had like album covers on it, and each one you buy was like of a famous different record. One of the ones that he had was Billy Joel's Glass Houses, and when you got it, you didn't know which song until you opened it up, but there would be the lyrics to one of the songs on the inside of the little record. So it was really cool to have that. So if you ever see those online or something, definitely like Google image them or something like that, because they were really cool. They were like just around this big, and they had like the picture of the album cover on it with a gum like shaped like a record album, and that as well. They sell American movies there are no Walmart or Best Buys. There was a what you call a Virgin Records, which I think you guys have over there in the U.S., but unfortunately, they stopped. Like they stopped selling physical media in the Virgin Records, at least in Marrakesh anyway. And I pretty much sure in Casablanca as well. I'm going to be shopping in London and in Toronto more than likely when I do my shopping. So no WalMarts, and more real food, like no processed stuff. So which I eat way too much of. What's the weirdest album? I don't know. If you like The Stranger, go with The Stranger. Then if you don't go with like his most mainstream thing, go with The Stranger. The Stranger has some really nice stuff on it. High quality suitcase record players on Amazon for $30, $60. It's just getting there, so that's the thing, right? I just got the box art on your phone. Oh, dude, the Nelps are cool. They must have a Dark Castle deal. Like, is Dark Castle owned by anybody? Is that like... At this point, like they put out 3 or 4 Dark Castle releases. Well, like with these coming out. For the Longest Time. That's another great one, by the way. Hey, Cinema Day. I was talking about you the other night. I said I hadn't seen you here in a long time. I think we were talking about, what was it, Alfred Hitchcock or something like that. But I said, Cinema Dave would like this. And I'm like, but I haven't seen him in a while. So hopefully you've been okay, dude. Warner Brothers did that's the ones that have Dark Castle. I'm excited. I mean, I'm excited with 13 Ghosts. Oh, God, I want to really go. I hope they get some good special features for that. It's been a busy few months, so hopefully mine gets busy too. Hopefully I get to Morocco. I saw some footage actually tonight. My better half's mom took some footage where they're doing stuff in the house. Castle Rock. Is Castle Rock Movie Company still around? I don't know actually. I like Blumhouse. They put out Blumhouse is 2 spectrums of rainbow. They put out insanely crazy stuff that they just throw out there, which is fun garbageware, and then they put out these really cool quality horror films. There's no in between with Blumhouse. It's either going to be like a really good film, like the Halloween 2018 film, or it's going to be some other or some film that just gets like Fancy Island, just thrown out there. Like without any warning. All of a sudden, we're going to do Black Christmas. I thought Black Christmas would be something that would be like a bigger release for them, but no, they just threw that one out there. They're doing that with a lot of films. It seems like that they use these smaller horror films to fund their bigger films, which works well actually. James Wan actually has been looking at it. Has been eyeing the Frankenstein character. Whether the deal gets signed and he actually has this. It depends. Does he actually have a script for it? What take would he do on that? Castle Rock produced Seinfeld. I did not know that actually. But it will be interesting to see where it goes. Hey, Andy, I read your incredibly long and awesome comment. I love those, by the way. Send me more of those. I actually really loved the new Black Christmas. It was fun. It was like cheesy fun, and had the, like, spoiler alert if you saw the trailer, it had the cult and the it. Me and Indy, we're the two people that liked it. I want to see Fantasy Island. I know everybody hates Fantasy Island, like the movie, but yeah, Michelle. So we got three people there, three musketeers, the defenders of Black Christmas. But I want to see Fantasy Island. I really do. I hear it'd be cool and cheesy. It's got Lucy Hale. I am a big fan of. I was a big fan of Pretty Little Liars. I know it's a cheesy show and crazy and insane. I love that type of stuff. I love a lot of camp shows. I got a feeling me and John Waters would hit it off. If and speaking of which, yeah, and like totally off the topic, but since I mentioned John Waters, if John Waters is not watching that new Dynasty show that's out, like it's in its third season right now, but like that show started out as a kind of like was going to look like it's going to be another one of those nighttime soap opera type things, but it totally embraced its like insane campiness to like a nth degree right now. And that yeah, if you like camp, definitely check it Dynasty because each episode gets more insane and funny than the last one. Yeah, have I read the book what John Wise wrote? I know I haven't actually. I should read it. I just I picked up some books I went to a flea market on Sunday. I didn't get any like movies. I think I picked up first season of Happy Days. Oh, dude, if you love camp, totally go into New Dynasty. It starts out like it's going to be a serious show, but like before you know it, it goes full on. Like the original Dynasty series doesn't get as campy, and it had the Mulhaven Massacre as the new one. Just putting that out there. Witchcraft. I don't know if I saw like is the original Witchcraft or you're talking. Is this a newer one? Because the original Witchcraft is cheesy fun. I didn't see. I got some books. Like I picked up. I'm a Robbie Parker fan, right? And well, the Spencer novels. I like the Jesse Stone novels as well. But apparently, there's another guy, Ace Atkins, that took over doing writing the Spencer novels. So I hadn't picked up any. So I picked up Wonderland at the flea market for like less than $1. I picked up Wonderland, Hugger Mugger because I haven't read that one in a long time. I got a Irish Johansson novel. I picked up like Madden '07 for the GameCube because anything GameCube I pick up. If it's like cheap, I need Madden '08 because it's the last game that was released in North America for the GameCube, like very last game. So yeah, that's but yeah, and I got Happy Days Season 1. So that's all I found at the flea market this time around. Near Dark is such a cool movie. I hated the look of the Blu-ray cover because it looked like it was a Twilight type of thing. They tried to make the Blu. I can't around here though. Try. I live in Nova Scotia in like a small area in North Sydney, and you know what? Like I'm sure, like if I found it, I probably could, but I can't find anything here. Do you know how hard it was for me to like find just one GameCube game? I went through this entire. I got a small collection. I mean, like I collect retro stuff. I don't talk about it down here very much because honestly, if I open up a video and I say I'm talking games, video games, I'll get like 100 views, usually maximum, and that'll be like over a series of like a couple months. Nobody listens to me talk about video games. Nobody wants me to. I think the coronavirus is a big thing everywhere, not just around here. Though I had some friends that were like, I'm tired of like hearing about the coronavirus. I'm sorry, it's kind of a big thing. So we're not going to talk about it too much on here, but make sure you stay safe, wash your hands. You should be washing your hands anyway. So that should be like that shouldn't be like something that you're doing now. Like, no, it's okay, man. I'm just joking. But yeah, it's definitely a big thing here. Have I seen Invisible Man? I haven't seen Invisible Man, George. I hear great stuff about it. 150 GameCube. Oh, nice. On the Canadian Space Bucks for Matt. Are you serious? That is insane. That is see, Madden 08 is the last game that came out from the GameCube in North America. I collect a lot of systems. Right now, I asked my mom to pick me up the PSP. I know I got to see it. I hear great stuff. I mean, I hear really great stuff, but it's not around my area. And there's no way I'm going to get. No way in hell I'm going to better have to see that. New games controller for in Charlottetown. I've been in Charlottetown like since I was a kid. But yeah, so I'm very excited about getting a PSP because I used to have one and I really love it. The Takeshi Mikai set. He's a very eclectic. Like he does. He's a workman director. A great director, but Takeshi Mikai's a workman director. So much like a guy like Fulci or Franco or guys like that, they worked into a lot of different genres. But they maybe break it down because he did a lot. Maybe you'd have to go by genre for Mikai. Did I like the Joker? I thought it was okay. I wasn't like overly like I wasn't overly thrilled on it. Yeah, the original PSP, not a PSP Go, but yeah, an original one. I I want to grab some like UMDs. I want to have some UMD films, and of course where I do like the older school wrestling. I like the general manager modes, and on 2006 version, like SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 for the PlayStation, for the PSP, much like the actual PS2 copy, has the general manager mode, and I would love to play that on the go. Say I'm at work and I'm on my lunch break, that type of thing. I could, kick out a general manager mode right there, do a draft, set up some matches, that type of thing. So I'm actually super stoked on that. But yeah, Joker, not so much. It was okay. I mean, it reminded me, like I thought Joaquin Phoenix was great, but I thought there'd been like better versions of that story told. But that's just me. Like I'm in the minority when it comes to that. The majority of people really love it. Eternal Darkness. I don't have that. That's a great game though. I remember playing it. Hey Charlemagne, welcome. Welcome to the cult. Ghost Recon. I haven't played. What horror film would I like to see made into a video game? That's actually a good question. I don't know. I mean, like Dead by Daylight's really good already, and that is a video game. There's already been a Saw video game. There's even been a Halloween video game, guys, back in the Atari 2600 days. But honestly, for something there hasn't been done. They were gonna make one. How did your account got blocked from my chat? How is that possible? I see. You're not blocked. But welcome back. I'm sorry about that. I just went to your thing to see if anything's gone there. But I don't see anything you're saying. Oh yeah, you were saying that before. John Depp already intoxicated Joker in Pattinson's Batman movie. Thanks. I like the Charlemagne name, by the way. So yeah, they would need to, because like To be completely honest with you, uh, the Joker is good as a standalone film, but I can't see that him ever being like fighting any Batman. It just doesn't have. No, it's not going to work. Not the way the film is done. Curb Your Enthusiasm theme. Food of the Gods, the video game. That would be cool, actually. I'm a big. You guys know I'm a big, like, killer rat fan and all that type of thing. So I would definitely be into that. I'm trying to think. I'm really thinking on that like video game question. uh, yeah, Puppet Master. They were going to do one actually, and they actually had a beta test for a Puppet Master video game. From Full Moon, the Puppet Master series. My my daughter actually was one of the beta testers for it. Oh, what's going on? Oh yeah, you. Oh yeah, it's not the person with that or me. When a message usually gets redacted, that's YouTube's algorithm, which we all know how YouTube's algorithm is not so not fun, especially on my side of the camera, guys. Oh, I'm glad that you got stuff from Twilight Time. Town of the Dead is Minecraft, Fortnite crossbred. Ooh, that'd be cool. Yeah, it's it's hard to figure it out with this stuff. Comments don't get held by review from the channel. We, we don't have that power. We have the power to block somebody if they're harassing, but we don't have the power to like just hold a comment. That's the YouTube algorithm thing. I know from being on the other side. I kind of want to play a game right now. Yeah, YouTube helped me for saying really for saying porn. Oops. Yeah, it'd be hard for like a Vinegar Syndrome video, wouldn't it? Which I mean, that'll probably be. I'm not sure if it'll be my next video because I do want to do. Pretty poison, take a girl like you. So, pretty poison. That sounds familiar. Talk to an Italian actor and invent something. Wow, God. So before I go, because I'm gonna make this a short video because I work tomorrow. What do you guys want to see next in here? I did do a collection video tonight. I made this more an open-ended video. Any movies I'm looking forward to in 2020? James Bond. It's going to take to November now, but James Bond for sure. I'm trying to think. I'm not sure what's coming out. Any good horror movies coming out this year? In all honesty, I really don't know. I haven't really been keeping up with things. Like things have been kind of nuts, like with work and looking towards like the move eventually. Uh, yeah, well, a little bit of everything, George. Thanks a lot. I'm excited with the new Bond film with the Doctor No villain. Oops, I mean that mysterious villain being played by Remy Malek. That's totally not Doctor No. Uh, I love showing Lovecraft adaptations. That'd be a nice idea, actually. So throw some ideas up. Even put it in the comment section. Um, I didn't do a collection one this time around because I wanted to do something different. And I'll be honest, I don't think my last collection video, like MGM one, which I thought was going to be like, I thought for sure everybody was going to like the MGM thing. Like that hasn't even hit 300 yet. So Do a video of your favorite releases from last year and this year. X Scream Factory 7. I was going to do I want to do more like list videos as well. Because I find that a lot of times they lead into conversations and other things. I had no idea when I started this video if I was going to get 30 minutes out of it at a 5 Green Scream Factory announcements, but apparently I did. I know, man, and thank you so much, Indy. You were the only comment I got on it, and it really meant a lot. A Desert Island list. Who does that? Cultaholic, right? Ooh, Desert Island lists would be fun. On the radar, creature features. You guys have great ideas. Favorite summer horror films as a topic. TV related. Tell you what. Soon, would you guys like to go back into the secret room for a video? Because that's where all my TV stuff is, well, my collectibles, my VHS, my laser discs. So we can do another video in the secret room in the near future, if that's something that you guys would enjoy as well. Because I did do a few secret room videos, and that's one of my favorite places to go, even though I got attacked by a big black spider the last time I was in there. So one person at least wants the secret room. We got 2. So that may be the next video you get, is like me in there, but I'm not going to wear my slips or my slippers. I'm going to be wearing my sneakers just in case I got to do some insect stamping. Anyway, at 66 minutes, ooh, the witching, like the satanic one. If it was 666, do we get a secret handshake to get in? Well, I'll use my portal gun and get us all in there. I am Aaron. This is my movie library. What part of it? We're going to see another part of it in the next video. You're the cult of cinema. And Alan's right. It is time for tea. Have a great evening, guys. I will see you next time, hopefully, in the secret room. Michelle, if you're still there, I'm holding you to the podcast thing. We're definitely doing it.